Hello, I'm Nolan. I am a senior staff engineer at Slack Technologies in Dublin, and I'm very happy to be here at J on the Beach. Yes, I think it's really important that distributed systems should be easy to run. I think historically distributed systems have been pretty difficult to run. You know, they're complex, they're hard to predict the behavior. They have a lot of different failure modes, a lot of different ways that things interact and can cause problems. This is not good for a couple of reasons. First off, if you're a customer, you don't want systems to be unreliable. You want the systems to stay up, to be there when you need them to be there. The company needs that as well, to have happy customers. But then, I'm an engineer. I've been an engineer for 20 years, and I think it's important that engineers have a good balance in our lives. A lot of engineers are burned out and stressed, and particularly after the pandemic. So I think it's very important that we talk about, how it is that we can make our lives more balanced, less stressful. We all want to go into work, do good work, roll out changes, and live our lives without fear of the system falling over all of the time. So I mean, that to me is why it's so important to work on reliability, on robustness. So resilience engineering is kind of a new set of ideas that's been coming in, and it's not entirely new. So maybe 15 years ago, people started talking about DevOps a lot, and DevOps is super important. DevOps means that it improves lives so much versus trying to pull together a big release every 6 months or every year and trying to push that out of the door. I mean, that's it's very bad for reliability, very bad for customers, very bad for engineers. So DevOps really helps solve a lot of those problems. And then we have SRE coming in, which relates to DevOps as well. We get a lot of the concepts around SLIs, SLOs, monitoring kind of reliability metrics and using that to feed back into your decision process. We also have a lot of great stuff around how do we manage incidents, how do we manage our systems day to day and understand how they're doing, how do we do performance and reliability, how do we kind of apply systems thinking to our systems to find good ways of optimizing things, to making things better. And then resilience engineering is another thing that's come in. It's come in from sort of safety science, safety culture, and again, a lot of the systems thinking ideas. And resilience engineering says, look at your systems, look at how they fail, use failure to learn about your systems. Your failure will tell you things that you did not know. And it's really important to study your failures and to learn from them, because learning is the thing that makes your people better and more expert. And I tell you this, it's so much better working on a system where you actually feel like you have a deep understanding and feeling for how this thing works than maybe when you start a new job and you're working with something that's unfamiliar to you and it's sort of mysterious. I think it's much better for us and our teams to be able to gather this knowledge in a systematic way and to share it with each other. I think that is a super important thing. Again, making our systems better, making our own lives better. J on the Beach is lovely. Apart from the very slow coffee, it's absolutely flawless. Great speakers, really diverse and interesting array of topics. I'm very much looking forward to some of the distributed systems talks tomorrow. I think someone's talking about, there's 4 talks about CRDTs, which is so cool. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Super nice people as well.